When you tell another person that he's hurting you, and the answer you receive is, hey, I'm doing my best here. And this is truly the best they can to survive. It means that they are doing the best they can for themselves, not for you. It's for myself. When I would hear this saying, I would feel so angry because I would feel that I have nothing to do about it. When I would go to my mom and share that, hey, what you did upsets me when I was a child or a teenager, she was like immediately in a tantrum, crying, victimizing herself. And she's doing the best she can. And she's also a human being. And then you think like, wow, how dare I go and share how I feel? How dare I say that I'm offended from her behavior? She's also a human being. She's doing the best she can. And you feel that you're stuck. You feel that you're like suffering. It's not okay for you to feel the suffering, but you are suffering. You are getting upset. You're because when you're with emotionally immature parents, they are always offending you because they're thinking only about themselves. They do only what they want. They don't think, for me at least, it was my experience, and also for my partner, we were their slaves, okay? We were them to serve them, but we were never considered in the family, in the thoughts that going through the parents' mind, only how they can take from. Not my parents, also my dad, were never thinking what he can give, what they can give me, how they can make me happy, how they can make me feel seen. No, I was there to obey and salute. And for me personally, there are plenty of things that were fucked up. And also for my partner. And we both were hearing this excuse because I can do whatever I want because I'm a human being. And you must accept it because you are my child. I delivered you to this world, so you just owe me your life. And also, hey, I'm doing my best. You're not doing your best. You're doing what you know. If you know that this behavior creates a situation that a child is taking the blame for everything, well, it's easy. I don't need to take responsibility. The child is responsible for all of my miserability. Sounds crazy, but it's true. And I'm doing the best managing all of the emotion. I don't know how to manage because I'm emotionally immature. So I don't know how to handle emotions. So this is the best I can. The best I can to maintain a normal life. It's by ignoring my child. It's by acting in a way that upsets my child. And then when my child comes to me, I say, hey, this is the best I can, you piece of shit. Without the piece of shit, but I was like, why? What the hell I was doing? I was the easiest kid. So I was like, oh my God, my mom doing the best she can. And she's a human being. What am I doing wrong? I don't know, but okay, I will shut up because I noticed that if I will not say anything and allow all of the horrible things to happen, everything, like no one is upset at me. The moment I say something, bam, I'm in danger. What I want us to do is to think. Don't accept everything you hear, even if it's your family member. Always stop and think and second guess the answers that you get, the excuses that you get, the situation, the actions, especially if it makes you feel bad, if it makes you feel upset. You go share it, receive something, don't accept what you receive, question it. Think about it. Think what you would do in the situation. What do you feel about the answer? How you feel about the answer? And I was thinking to myself, if every time when, in this case, a family member is doing something or saying something that hurts my feelings, and I go and share, hey, my feelings are hurt. I don't want you to do that anymore. I don't want you to act this way. I don't want you to talk this way. What am I doing? Putting a boundary. And when I decide to put a boundary, instead of saying, I'm so sorry, I truly didn't mean to upset you. I am so sorry. I want to be aware of it. I'm so sorry. Because this is what I would do. When a person would come to me and say, hey, you've hurt me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Because I said, think about how you would behave if that situation was opposite. But if what is in the reality is going on, that you are saying it, and the response is, I'm doing the best I can. I'm also a human being. No apology, no taking responsibility, not trying to fix it, just an excuse to what? To make you say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I am sorry. I am sorry for. You see this is. I'm not. I'm just. It was automatic that I am apologizing for putting a boundary. I am hurt. I'm a previous people pleaser, you guys. I am hurt, and because a person said, "Oh my God, I'm doing my best," and it works on me, and whoa. I immediately say, I'm so sorry for putting a boundary. Oh my God. The world is collapsing. I know that this is a trigger for me. But you see how I tackled it immediately? Because I'm aware. But you see that the first thing that I said was, I'm sorry. I didn't wrote it. It was automatic. I'm sorry for putting a boundary, because this is what was going on for years with every person that I had to please. But immediately I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I need also to second guess myself. What I accept. That's what I'm telling you, don't accept. Second guess. And if you accept, second guess your acceptance. So not only this makes you throw your boundaries away, also it many times comes with, it's never an apology. It comes with, let's put it all behind us. It's, I excuse my behavior, and then I want you to forget about it. I want you to forget about me hurting you. So let's start from blank page. I never hurt you. What? No, I didn't do that. And you are doing it because you want to believe in this fantasy that, oh, okay, you're doing the best you can, and yeah, let's start over, as if people just can change in 5 seconds. And let me tell you something. What make people change, especially like that, it's boundaries. It's the people can change, or the relationship is like, this is the end of the relationship. But the only way to see a change is to put a boundary. If you're dealing with a normal person, if you're dealing with emotionally immature, a toxic, a taker, maybe a narcissist, there is a there is a huge percent that the only change that you will have is to not have this person in your life anymore. But the only way to get a change is to put a boundary. Maybe the person will change, maybe not, even if it's the parent. There are parents who will punish you and will not talk to you because you dared put in a boundary, and they are doing the silent treatment. So yeah, this is what proves that being a parent, it doesn't mean that you are God or close to it. You need to earn. Becoming a parent is very easy. I say it all the time. Becoming a parent is very easy. Being a parent, receiving the honor of being a father, of being called father, mother, it's something that you need to own. You don't get it. Yeah, maybe you get it because the ID and stuff like that, and the state needs to know if you're a father or a mother. But this is an honor. It's not something that you receive by having sex and doing something that nature created us to do. And to be able to put a boundary, let me show you how this understanding, how this second guessing helped me. Okay, you are also a human being. And this is the best thing that you can do. So first of all, when they say, hey, I'm a human being, okay, so you want me to see you as a human being, to treat you as a human being. A human being that this behavior is the best that this person can do. And this best, it's hurting me. I'm hurt from this human being. Okay, so fuck off. Because you are a human being and the best that you can is hurting me for years, over and over and over again. And it's not an excuse to hurt me, because there are plenty of human beings that not hurting me. And you, the family member, are. And you're excusing your behavior. So I'm out. Because if you don't care to think about what can I do so my child or my family member or my friend or my partner would stay with me, if I excuse my behavior because I don't give a fucking shit about this person, how he feels, and I excuse me hurting the other person, so fuck off. Fuck you. That's right, say it. I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit if this is your parent I'm talking about. Fuck him if this is what you are handling all of your life, dealing with all of your life. Say, I'm out. Because your best is my worst. It's hurting me. And I would never do the same to you. And think about that, like for example, because my relationship with the parent was so important for me, that I would shut up and put myself aside and walk on eggshells. But it's not the same for the other side. The other side take advantage of it. The other side excuses this horrible behavior. But if for me the relationship is important, so I'm putting myself aside, I'm not telling you that you should put yourself aside. I'm just telling that you should care. Like not you, the person who's hurting you. But the person who's hurting you doesn't give a shit and excuses it. So I'm going to give a shit and not excuse it. Say it with confidence. I'm putting a boundary and I'm out. Because I give a shit about myself. And I don't have excuses for giving a shit about myself. For giving love, to be more accurate, towards myself. I love myself, I see myself, therefore I'm putting myself first and I'm leaving. Fuck you. And therefore, not only you are a badass for saying fuck you to the person, you are not behaving the same way. Because this person excuses his behavior. You are not excusing, you are saying it with confidence. It is what it is. Bam, boundary in your face. This person doesn't give a shit about you. You gave a shit about him, this is why you stayed. But now I give a shit about myself. Because if I'm not going to give a shit about myself, no one will, even not your parent in this case. So I'm taking the responsibility on myself. And no one to survive in this world, truly to live, will walk on other people. Will hurt other people. People who hurt you, they are hurt. And okay, I understand you are hurt, well. But this is not a good enough reason for me to be hurt as well. To accept your horrible behavior because you're hurt. And this is the best you can do in your human being. Fuck you. I'm a human being as well, and I know that I can do way better. Understanding that instead of accepting it, be able to not accept the answer that I receive and question it, even though it will have consequences, because every action creates a reaction. So if me deciding to think about myself will make this relationship to end, okay. Because if you're not in a relationship that both of you are thinking for one another and also with yourself, because this is how it's supposed to be. I must think about the other person, but also I must think always about myself. And if I'm with a person who's never thinking about me, there is no place for me then. There is no place for me in his life. I'm in a relationship, so I am always thinking about myself and about my partner. But if I'm only thinking about myself, I don't have a room for him in my life. And it could be also a parent. If your parent only thinks about himself, unfortunately, it's painful, but there is no room for you in his life. So for your health, walk away. And when I accepted that the family member, the parents are also human beings, exactly as I am, and people around me were wonderful to me and nice to me, and that this is the best, I don't know, I don't want to know the worst then. And I questioned that, and I didn't accept it, and I was standing for myself and taking responsibility on this action. It freed me. It freed me from what they would think, how they would react, from pleasing them, for accepting these lies they tell themselves. It freed me from the relationship. So if you hear that this is the best that this person can do, and that he's only a human being, he asking for you to judge him as a human being, and not for the title, the mother, the father, the partner, whatever. So judge him as a human being, and you see yourself as a human being. Would I behave in the same way? No. This is going for a while, yes. Then I am putting a clear boundary. And then you start to finally, then you will not feel, because then you will finally stop feeling sorry for the other person and see him as who he really is, even when it's painful. And at the same time, you will start to see yourself finally. And you will see that for yourself, this relationship isn't working, you don't gain anything from it, you feel horrible, and you just want to walk away, and you will receive the courage to walk away from this relationship and be around people who are lovely human beings, and their best is making you feel amazing, and you feel your best around people truly doing their best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it made you feel amazing. And if you have something to share, I would be so happy to read your comments. And I wish you a magical day full of magical adventures and magical people around you who love you and respect you.